From the crossroads of entertainment and culture to the stories that move the streets and shake the box office. This is Blues Nightly News, the world of movies, music, comics, and culture, the way it really is.
You. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? What is good? What is good? Good evening, good morning, good middle of the night. Doom scrolling, whatever you doing, man. Welcome back to Blues News, man. This the only show that watches the multiverse burn. So you ain't got to, you know what I'm talking about? This is how I get down. This is how I get down. I'm your host. Me, the guy right here, Bluminati, man. Tonight, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got some week, you know what I'm saying? Light little work. Came in late, so I'm gonna give y'all something. Got some dogs desecrating on heroes. Marvel's first family struggling to find a remote. And then we got a wish list for the Avengers Doomsday trailer. That is mostly just me. You know, I just want to see some X-Men. Just show me some X-Men. Show me some X-Men. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, how y'all doing out there, though? How y'all doing out there? What is good? What is good? What is good? Talk to me in the chat. Y'all probably saw over the weekend I did the I think I did the Saturday and Sunday was the 24-hour live stream loop. So if y'all see that, you know what I'm saying, and you miss something, you can jump in and catch it that way to be live. But it's not me, it's just a collection of the week's news that'll be basically on a constant loop of live stream for Blues News. So that's something new that I'm doing over the weekend. I was like, you know what I'm saying? They do that for TV. You know what I'm saying? They do like the reruns and stuff like that for TV. So I figure why not do it myself? You know what I mean? So cool. Giovanni, what up, Giovanni? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling? What is good? What is good? What is good? What y'all want to get into first? What do y'all want to get into first? You know what I'm talking about? What's good, Ricardo? What is good? What up? What up? What upper? What's cracking? What's that? AT Antifa hater? What up? What up? What up? What's good? What is good? What's cracking? What's cracking? Let's jump into let's get into the Supergirl joint. Let's get into this Supergirl, man. Let's get into the Supergirl joint. Now, according to reports, man, and some leak screenings and things of that nature, the trailer opens with, and I know some people gonna be wilding. You know what I'm talking about? I know some people gonna be wilding, but it opens with Krypto, the super dog, peeing on a newspaper that's got Superman's face on it. And I know it's gonna be a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, like, what the fuck? Really? That's how we getting down. That's how it's really going down. But I don't. Some people say they want to blame it on James Gunn, but James Gunn is not directing this. You know what I'm saying? This, and you know I'm rocking. You know I ride with Jimmy Gunn. You know I ride with Jimmy Gunn, man. But oh man, I don't really know about that one. Sometimes they kind of take it overboard with some of the silliness, and I will say that is silliness. I don't necessarily think it needs to be done, but it's a choice. It's a choice by them over there at DC. You know, James Gunn. It's a choice that they doing. It is what it is, man. Power move. Nothing says this ain't your daddy Superman movie like a dog treating a Man of Steel's face like a fire hydrant. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, but back to it. The trailer reportedly shows Kara, who is played by Millie Alcock from Game of Thrones lineage, hungover, waking up in a cornfield. No, waking up on a space bus, my bad, waking up on a space bus, and she is celebrating her 23rd birthday alone in a bar, right? So they are continuing the, I guess, drunken stupor or the white girl wasted Supergirl that we saw at the end of Superman. I'm not mad at that. As long as they pull it off right and she's just not inebriated the whole way and she's not stupid, silly with it, I'm not mad at that. Long as it's getting into, maybe they show, they trying to humanize her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But the trailer, it also teases an intergalactic road trip with Lobo, who was played by Jason Momoa. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope to see Jason Momoa showing back up. That's always a dope thing. Y'all wilding in the chat. But nah, Hangover space bus ride, Supergirl Lobo. Kind of sounds like Hangover meets Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Informer said this movie will not be good. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I like to go to the official. Let's go to the official joint. Let's go to the official joint. Where is it at? Let's read the actual article, man. Read the actual article. It says Supergirl trailer. This is the actual description. This coming from Murphy's Multiverse. It says DC Studios held a launch event. So they had an event in New York City to unveil the first teaser trailer for Supergirl ahead of its release sometime this week. The film's star Millie Alcock was joined by director Greg Gillespie and the studio co-chairs James Gunn and Peter Safran. With Supergirl star Millie Alcock at the launch event for this film's first teaser trailer. Also here are DC heads James Gunn, Peter Safran, plus Supergirl director Greg Gillespie in the theaters June 26th. Now, as expected for such an event, a description of the teaser quickly made its rounds online, and while it sounds as though the new film will have comedic beats, it also seemed to be very much of a road trip film in which Kara Zor-El will come to terms with her past traumas. The description below comes via social media scooper My Time to Shine. The teaser will be released online this week, though there's no date to be confirmed for the DC Studios at this time. So yeah, like I said, the trailer opens with Krypto peeing on the newspaper with Superman on the cover. Kara wakes up hungover, and then we see her boarding a space bus. She's shown celebrating her 23rd birthday alone at a bar, really emphasizing her isolation. The trailer then moves into a montage of her and Ruthie traveling across the galaxy to different locations. Krim appears briefly in the shot, and Lobo is shown walking down the hallway. So we are getting Lobo. We're getting a couple characters, and they're trying to flesh out her own world, which I think is kind of dope. The trailer ends with Kara in full costume fighting enemies aboard a massive space battleship. I hope we get a lot of action in this. I guess that would be my whole thing. Is I think we need action. Action. We need to see why she is celebrating her birthday alone. What did she do? Did Superman have anything to do with it? Why she's not on Earth kicking it with her cousin? You know what I'm saying? Why she not doing that? So, but this trailer alone, if that's the teaser trailer, I don't know how much that's going to do against what's on the horizon with Doomsday, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. I don't know if that works. I don't know if this is going to work for DC. Just this is a teaser trailer. I think the movie will work, but this trailer, I think the trailer has to be good, because now it seems like we're now in the realm of trailers competing against trailers, right? Seems like we got DC and Marvel competing with each other on the side of trailers. So They got to come with it, and I don't know if this is gonna get the job done. Everybody's looking at Marvel right now to make sure that they got something cracking, and I don't even know if Marvel gonna get the job done. We might just get 2 lackluster trailers. You know what I'm talking about? We might get 2 lackluster trailers because this ain't me reading this. This ain't necessarily it. This ain't it. So, and then Supergirl comes out early. You know, Supergirl comes out in the summer. Doomsday comes out in the winter, so they're gonna have a little bit more time to ramp up the media attention. So, Supergirl, y'all got to come with it. Jimmy Gunn, y'all got to come with it. Y'all got to get to it, man. This ain't it. This is not it, cuz this ain't it. This is not it. You know what I mean? But Filmologia. So which trailer do you think would be better? The one for Doomsday or Supergirl? I don't know, man. Reading this description right here, I really don't know which one will be better. This description ain't pulling me in. You know what I'm saying? This trailer description right here is not doing it for me. I will be talking about Doomsday trailer a little bit later. And some of the things that I've heard about Doomsday trailer, which could work, might not work. And if you're new here, I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm jaded to the MCU. Not, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of my stuff that I talk about when it comes to the MCU is real. I critique it a lot. It's like a love-hate relationship. Like I love the MCU, but I'm gonna critique the hell out of the MCU because I think they dropped the ball, like fumble. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see. We'll see. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this trailer. Is it gonna do it? Is it doing it for y'all? Jay say Doomsday. Doomsday, it's got to. The thing about it is, Jay, Doomsday has to, right? Doomsday has to. It's got to come with it. Doomsday got to come with it because Marvel is trending down right now. Marvel is trending down right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just really about it. Marvel is trending down right now. You know, so they gotta come with it. They got to. They got to. Lawrence in the building. What up, Lawrence? Did you figure it out, bro? Wonder Man gonna outpoint. I doubt that. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt. And matter of fact, the reason why I doubt that is the reason why. Let's get into this next. That's a good little segue, man. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Let's get into this right here. Fantastic Four flopping. Fantastic Four flopping. That's the reason why I highly doubt that Wonder Man will outperform Supergirl because Fantastic Four, they not even doing good over there on Disney Plus, right? They can't even do good over there on Disney Plus. So moving over to the Marvel side of things, it's looking a little grim for Ben and the gang over there, right? Looking a little grim, man. Reports are coming in from the Direct and Nielsen ratings that Fantastic Four First Steps, they just hit Disney Plus and they hit it with a thud, man. They hit it with a thud. Historically low viewership. This is for Marvel's first family, Fantastic Four. Historically low viewership. That's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, how low? They saying that this joint debuted lower than the Marvels. Telling you, Marvel's brand is down. Marvel's brand is down. That's why Doomsday is so important. They have to get Doomsday right. They got to get it right. And I don't know if they can get it right because they don't even care about Fantastic Four. And Fantastic Four is going to be a big linchpin in the Doomsday telling or the storyline. And if Fantastic Four is flopping on Disney Plus, a lot of people already didn't show up to go see it out in theaters. They not even watching it at home. That is crazy. Right? That's nuts. Now, me, I like the Marvels. I like the Marvels, but it was, we already know what the discourse around the Marvels is, right? It was it was the internet's punching bag for like 6-7 months. So for the Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family, the guys who started it all, to come in under that's crazy. That's not the first step. That's a stumble, right? That ain't the first step. That's a stumble. Now, why is this happening? Why would Fantastic Four flop on Disney Plus? Are we going to jump back into the whole superhero fatigue joint? Is it because Pedro Pascal is just in every damn thing? And maybe people already assume that they seen it because they see Pedro Pascal and they're like, oh, I saw it already. It's Pedro Pascal. He's in. Did they think it was The Last of Us season 3? I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. Let's get into the actual article. Because that was one, when I saw that was wild for me when I saw that. That was wild for me when I saw that. Where's it at? Here we go. Let's pull this article up. So Fantastic Four First Steps debuts with historically low Disney Plus viewership numbers. You see Pedro Pascal, leading man, Pedro Pascal. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has long dominated the global box office and subsequently defined the streaming market for cinematic releases. However, the latest figures released by Nielsen highlight a troubling trend for the franchise's Disney Plus performance, with the highly anticipated film Fantastic Four First Steps landing at the absolute bottom of the historical streaming chart for MCU theatrical debut. The movie, which introduced the iconic quartet into the interconnected universe, garnered just 4.9 million equivalent completed views, ECVs, in the United States during its first 5 days on the streaming platform. The number confirms the film's position as the weakest streaming debut for a major MCU theatrical release to date, according to Nielsen's independent measurements. The viewership of the Fantastic... Damn, I had to read... that just hit me. This number confirms the film's position as the weakest streaming debut for a major MCU theatrical release to date. Oh, man. That sucks. Like, just hearing that is bad. And y'all know I've been critiquing Marvel, but I liked Fantastic Four. I thought Fantastic Four was a pretty decent movie, but to hear that, that's really letting me know that the brand is bad. That's really letting me know that the brand is underwater. That's bad. That's bad juju, man. That is bad juju. So the viewership for Fantastic Four First Steps falls below the performance of several recent MCU releases, many of which had already signaled audience fatigue. The 4.9 EVC figure shows a clear decline from its immediate predecessors and established a worrying new floor for the franchise's streaming power. The film performed worse than both of its 2025 predecessors. Thunderbolts, for example, had already faced scrutiny for its own low box office numbers, yet still managed to pull in a 5.5 million EVC in its first 5 days. Furthermore, Captain America Brave New World, promoting Fantastic Four First Steps, was 6.4. You can't even beat Captain Falcon Black America. Mm. Compared to earlier films, First Step figures look even weaker. The Marvels, which is the MCU's biggest flop, saw an equivalent 5.3 million views during its first week of streaming. Eternals, despite its poor box office run, amassed 9.2. That makes the 4.9 figure for the Fantastic Four First Steps look even worse, given that the Fantastic Four is one of Marvel's most popular IPs. And that's something that you really have to juggle with when talking about stuff like this. You have a popular IP in Fantastic Four. It's something that people actually know. Fantastic Four, I don't want to say it's a tried and true IP from Marvel, but previous to this has had 3 films and relatively decent viewership, relatively decent uh 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 in the box office, residently decent, good, done good at the box office. It's had cartoons. Um they showed up in cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Like they call it Marvel's first family for a reason, because they are the first. I want to, yeah, they would be the first group comic book to come out of Marvel. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. This is crazy. This is the testament to the brand of. I'm gonna just keep saying that. This is the testament to the brand of Marvel. It is. It's the testament to the brand of Marvel. The grim metrics surrounding the launch of Fantastic Four First Steps stand in contrast to the unparalleled streaming success achieved by Deadpool and Wolverine in late 2024. The already, and me and Dre go back and forth. Shout out to Dre Mac about the success of Deadpool and Wolverine. He puts the success of Deadpool and Wolverine and giving it to the MCU. I don't give that success to the MCU, because I believe if Deadpool and Wolverine would have came out without the Marvel band, just how it normally comes out, like if it was just a Fox film, if Marvel never bought Fox, or if Disney never bought Fox and everything like that, Deadpool and Wolverine still, to me, would have amassed its success that would have did. I think it still would have hit the mark that it hit, because people wanted to see Deadpool and Wolverine together, and I think it was just such of a spectacle of a movie. It was such an event film that they wanted to see that. You know what I'm saying? So without the Marvel, the MCU brand, I still think Deadpool and Wolverine would have done what it did. The R-rated multiverse breaking up team up proved to be an overwhelming draw for subscribers, demonstrating that the audience still responds to massively to superhero content. Released just a year prior to the Fantastic Four debut, Deadpool and Wolverine amassed a staggering 19.4 million views globally during its first 6 days on Disney Plus. One day more than the current list. The massive success confirmed that the movie has one of the most watched live action films on the platform. Derp in the building. What up, Dirt? What up? What up? This huge disparity with 19.4 million views in 6 days for Deadpool and Wolverine versus 4.9 views in 5 days for Fantastic Four First Step shows how difficult it is to capture the attention of audiences. MCU films need to be really good to get folks to watch them. Disney Plus's first 5-day viewership numbers for the MCU movies released on a Wednesday, according. So these are the Nielsen numbers right here. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever with 14.1, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with 10.9, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness 9.7, Eternals 9.2, Captain America 6.4, Ant-Man and the Wasp 6.1, Thunderbolts 5, Marvels 5.3, Black Widow 5.1, Fantastic Four 4.9. So the trend seems to be going down with this, right? Everything ain't in order, but it's it's just, it ain't good, man. It is not good. That's all I'm saying. It is not good. Said the above data does not include every MCU Disney Plus release, as Nelson Disney has not released official total minutes watched for every movie in the 5-day window. Exclusions being Shang-Chi, Thor: Love and Thunder, and Deadpool and Wolverine. But y'all just had Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay. Yeah, man, lots of trailers on the horizon, man. Lots of trailers. I'm waiting for the Supergirl, and I want to see what Doomsday gonna do. From my understanding, Thursday is the day. If you want to know when them trailers coming, from my understanding, it is Thursday. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Avatar season 2 and Supergirl, not to mention Doomsday. Yep, yep. Where am I at? The 2026 lineup is almost entirely comprised of high-profile sequels and return to critically acclaimed characters, virtually eliminating the mid-level introductions that have struggled to engage subscribers. So they're saying that the 2026 lineup, you're gonna be getting people that you already know, right? So Marvel is saying, "Oh, no, we got to bring back the people that they already know," which is a smart move on Marvel. I don't know if it's gonna work. Don't know if it's gonna work, but it's a smart move on Marvel, right? The theatrical schedule is anchored by two immense films, Spider-Man Brand New Day and the franchise redefining event Avengers Doomsday, which is already hitting new milestones. The return of Tom Holland's Peter Parker, a figure whose last solo film broke records, is a guaranteed massive streaming draw. Spider-Man always going to be a draw. Spider-Man just works. Spider-Man just works. It's something about old Pete. Pete get it done because uh, this will be followed by a primary Avengers film, a property that inherently drives the peak viewership by acting as a culmination of an entire saga. The return of heavy hitting characters and the expected Doctor Doom storyline will ensure these films set new high benchmarks for minutes watched when they hit Disney Plus. Oh, that's a lot to read. That was a lot to read. Um, Culmination for an entire saga. This Doomsday Avengers Doomsday to me would not be a culmination because, from my understanding, they're kind of skipping over these two phases that we're in. They're going straight from Endgame to Doomsday, so everything in between that is kind of null and void from my understanding. And like I said, I could be wrong, but from my understanding, if they jumping straight from Doomsday to, I mean, straight from Endgame to Doomsday, they got a lot of ground to cover. They got a lot of ground to cover. If nobody watched Black Falcon, Captain America, or whatever we calling it, Captain Falcon, Black America, they're gonna want to know why Sam is Captain America, right? They're gonna want to know um, why Loki is what he is, and all of these things. So, um, Rain, that's a good. I ain't even really look at it like that. Means T'Challa ain't dead. Means T'Challa ain't dead. I don't look if they retcon everything. I'm not mad at them retconning everything because uh these phases, this multiverse junk has been horrible. It's been bad. It's been some gems. I'm not gonna say everything was bad, but overall, the multiverse saga, whatever we calling it, has been bad. Bad, horrible storytelling. Nothing is adding, just bad, man. Yep, in every universe. You absolutely right. You right. You are absolutely right. Um, but yeah, man, it's with the low because Fantastic Four should not be performing like that on Disney Plus. That's what really got me. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, nah, Fantastic Four cannot be performing like that. What was it, 4.1 or something like that? What was it? 4.9 million. Marvel's did 5.3 million. It cannot be performing like that. You know what I'm saying? It can't be. Disney got to be sweating bullets right now. They got to be sweating bullets. They got to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to figure out how to make us care before Doomsday, right? They got to try to make us care about Marvel before Doomsday drop is a feat within itself. So you know they over there uh scratching at the wall, running up, I'm just going crazy over there, looking at each other, smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, staying up late night, trying to figure shit out. I bet it's crazy over there right now. trying to make us care about Doomsday. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, let's roll right into it. Avengers Doomsday. The Doomsday demand list, right? We know that the trailer's supposed to be dropping. Supposed to be this week. I'm hearing Thursday, right? We inching closer and closer to this first teaser for Avengers Doomsday. Know what's coming. We can feel it in our bones. Some people got the hair run itch going on, waiting on Doomsday, right? But what's a list of things that you would like to see? And you know what I'm saying, to make sure that this movie doesn't flop like a fish on the hot deck, just flopping around. What would y'all like to see? Well, comicbookmovie.com hit us with a list, you know what I'm saying, of 5 things that they would like to see. So let's get into it. RDJ, the RDJ factor, right? The RDJ factor. I'm so tired of RDJ. I am tired of RDJ. Y'all just don't even know, man. Tired of dude. Tired of it. Because for them to even run out and go and get RDJ just showed me that they did not have or know what was going on in the future. Right? They didn't know what was going on in the future. That's why they had to run and go and get RDJ. And that's crazy to me. That's real crazy to me, man. So the RDJ factor, so we need to see RDJ as Doom. Got to see him as Doom. But the question is, do we in the trailer, do we show his face? Do we show RDJ's face in the trailer? Right? Do we show it in the trailer? Now the report says we need to know what to expect. Is he a variant of Tony Stark? Is he just Victor Von Doom, who happens to look like the guy who saved the universe from back in the day? You know what I mean? But it's some things that you gotta get the audience in line on that we need to know. Because if this is a trailer of 2 minutes of a man in a metal mask that's heavy breathing, that's gonna be trash, right? That's gonna be trash. I don't want to see that. You're gonna have to give us a line of dialogue. I want to hear the voice. Y'all have to make a distinction between this Victor Von Doom and Tony Stark. Because y'all keep telling us that he is playing Victor Von Doom and it's not a variant. So we got to have a clear distinction. You know what I mean? Rain said he got some images. Shoot them to me on Twitter, man. Shoot them to me on Twitter. 2, the X-Men in the paint. X-Men. I got my reservations for X-Men. I don't trust Feige with X-Men whatsoever. I don't trust the MCU with X-Men. Don't trust Feige. I don't trust nobody over there with X-Men. I just don't. I do not. Russo brothers, any of them. I just don't trust Marvel right now. And I think that's my issue. I got a trust issue with Marvel. I got a trust issue with Marvel. Now, we've been teased. We done had cameos, right? But this trailer is they just got to rip the Band-Aid off. And they just got to show the X-Men. Not that Fox X-Men black trench coats and the black leather and stuff like that. Not the Gothic Rave 2002 joint. No. The yellow spandex blue highlight joint. Give me Cyclops. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a blue highlighter. It's time. You got to put them in the costumes. We saw Wolverine in the costume and Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine, and it worked. So when we do the X-Men, they got to be in costume. Got to be in costume. Hands down. No ifs and buts about it. Got to be in costume. Right? Then let's talk about like unexpected returns. Because with this trailer, you got to get us up to speed as of what's been going on. So we need to know what's going on with these unexpected returns. We need, you know what I'm saying, like a Chewie we're home moment, like in Star Wars. Will we get a Hugh Jack, Tobey Maguire? Shit, at this point, I wouldn't even care if Nicolas Cage showed up as Ghost Rider, right? Wouldn't even care. But the way I look at it, they gonna throw everybody in this movie anyway. You might well, because if it's some throwaways that y'all just put in these movies, you might well go ahead and show them in the trailer. If it's some people that don't even matter, put them in the trailer. Because it don't matter. Throw their ass in there. Y'all need to build hype as much as possible. Feige, look at me, bro. You need to build hype as much as possible. And I just don't think it's there yet. I don't think it's there yet. A big one for me is number 4. Where is the multiverse going? What are we doing with the multiverse? Now, I said we should have killed the multiverse maybe 2 years ago. They should they shouldn't even have done it. We lost Kang. He's gone. Poof. No Kang. The trailer got to tell us why. Trailer got to tell us, okay, we ain't got Kang. Well, who are we supposed to? We supposed to be scared of this Doom dude? Why? Why is Doom worse than Kang? Trailer, you got to put that in perspective. We need a hint of the new direction of the saga, because right now, the multiverse feel like when you be driving and your GPS lose signal lost, recalculate. That's what Marvel doing right now. Recalculate, signal lost. They don't know where they go. So you got to get us back on track, because we riding with you. So we all got to get back on track. And in order to do that, you got to do that in this trailer. You got to show us something in this trailer that gets us back on track. Yeah, Victor Timely gone, cuz. Out of here. Poof. And you know, we can all speculate. Maybe he shows up, right? Maybe Kang shows up, and that's they do the whole passing of the torch with Kang and Doom ends up killing Kang, you know, ripping, doing the what Doom did to Thanos. Doom does it to Kang, though. We might get a scene like that. Or not. Or they just throw Doom in it and just expect us to be like, oh, Doom is scary. Like, as of right now, is Doom scary? We got him at the end of Fantastic Four, which ain't nobody watching. Right? Ain't nobody watching it. Doom at the end of Fantastic Four with Franklin Richards. And he don't look scary at all. He don't look threatening at all. Finally, y'all have to make us care, especially me. Got to make me care. That's a big one. You got to give us a reason to care about Doom beyond this stunt casting of RDJ. Give us a reason besides this stunt casting of RDJ. He got to be terrifying. This is the bad guy who got to carry 2 movies. He got to carry 2 movies. Doomsday and Secret War. 2 movies he got to carry. He got to make Thanos look like a telemarketer, a social studies teacher. Got to. Because as of right now, ain't nothing scary right now. Nothing. Jay say he a mystery. He a mystery, all right. He gonna be a mystery so much that ain't nobody gonna show up and watch this movie. That's how much of a mystery he gonna be. Terrifying. He gotta be terrifying, man. Got to be terrifying. Did I miss anything in this article? Let me see. Did I miss anything? So we could, you know what? I'm gonna just reread the article because might be some stuff. Rumors continue to swirl about Downey's doom, ranging from him being on a revenge mission to present himself as a hero who wishes to save the multiverse. We don't expect this teaser to pull back too many layers on his plan, but it can give us a better idea of what to expect. That extends to the accent Doom will have and what costume, presumably the one we've seen in the promo art, will look like. Crucially, we like Marvel Studios to establish that this is Victor Von Doom, not the evil Tony Stark. Right. And to me, that's the most major thing for me. Is this a Tony Stark or is this Victor Von Doom? And that stunt casting, I think, is really shooting, you know what I'm saying, kind of backfiring on them. That stunt casting of hiring RDJ might backfire on them. Because another thing, we are about to, I don't know if it's a hard reboot, soft reboot of Marvel. Doom should be a character that does not go away. Doom should be the equivalent of Darth Vader, right? Somebody who just can't go away. Now, I guess they can get anybody to play him underneath the mask, but y'all went and got RDJ for a reason. So going into the future, who's going to be playing Doom in the future? Once we get out of this multiverse saga after Endgame, I mean not Endgame, after Secret Wars and Doomsday, who's playing Doom? Or y'all just gonna kill him off like y'all normally do all y'all villains? Doom is not a character that you kill off. I'm just letting y'all know that. He's not a character that you kill off. We talked about the classic costumes for the X-Men, right? Unexpected returns. This is, like I said, this for me, this is a big one. Where are we going? Where are we going? They scrapped the Kang the Conqueror, meaning the foundations laid by Loki and the Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania have crumbled. And that's another thing. They laid a foundation with the Loki Loki television series and those who watch Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. They laid a foundation for that. And they are totally just saying, nah, fuck all that shit. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. So the people who did watch that stuff, because I think more people watch that than Fantastic Four, y'all gonna have some issues. Big disconnect. Big disconnect. They're going to say if we're not getting a multiversal war and Kang's variants, Avengers Doomsday trailer must establish Dr. Doom's motivations. What that means for the remainder of the saga and the stakes for our favorite heroes are facing when they battle the villain. And I don't know if they can portray all of that in this trailer. How much can they give away in this trailer? Especially with it being a teaser trailer. How much can they show? Especially if we need enough for them to let us know what's going on with Doom, his motivations and things of that nature. Film say, quick question. Is it true we're getting Supergirl and Doomsday trailer this week? That's the word on the curb, bro. Thursday. From my understanding, be on the lookout for it Thursday. That's what I'm hearing. Thursday. Could be earlier than that, but what I'm hearing is Thursday. Both. So be on the lookout. It was in December 11th, but I thought Doomsday was going to play over. Yeah, so with the whole Doomsday thing, I'm hearing 3 trailers. I'm hearing they're doing teasers to build up to the actual trailer that's going to be playing during Avatar, which is kind of smart. I'm not mad at that. Them hitting you with a teaser to the trailer, kind of like what Supergirl just did. They did hit you with the teaser to the actual trailer. Both Supergirl probably be played in front of Avatar too, no lie. I mean, why not? Why not? But yeah, my understanding Thursday. Because when does Avatar come out? Is it this week or next week? Fire and Ash is that, so it's next week. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. So yeah. Hit you with the teaser. Let everybody talk about the teaser. And then next week is when Fire and Ash comes out. So that's a smart play. Not a bad play at all. Not a bad play at all. Not a bad play at all. So they go on to say about caring for Doom. They say this carries on from my previous point, but it's every bit essential. The Fantastic Four First Steps mid-credit scene showed Dr. Doom from behind and left us all wondering what he had in store for Franklin Richards. Unfortunately, that's it for him in the MCU before now. Doom has no history with the Fantastic Four, hasn't been teased in any other project, and is replacing a villain in Kang that we were at least somewhat invested in. So it's down to this teaser to make us care about Doom beyond which actors beneath the mask. And that's so true, man. That is true. Gotta make us care. And I don't know if they can do that. I don't know if this teaser is gonna make you care about who Doom is, other than RDJ is playing Doom. Stunt cast. Like I say, that stunt casting, I think, is gonna bite him in the ass. Gonna bite him in the ass. Yeah, it's gotta be amazing. Yeah, I think that stunt casting is gonna bite them in the ass. Because why am I caring about RDJ as Doom when I know him as the savior of the savior of the universe? With the snap, I'm inevitable. I'm Iron Man. Gotta make us care. I don't know if we're gonna care like that. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. So yeah, that is the rundown. Are y'all excited for a hungover Supergirl? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all go and run and watch Fantastic Four on Disney Plus? Or are you one of the 12 people who didn't watch Fantastic Four on Disney Plus? And what's that one thing that y'all want to see in the Doomsday trailer? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit that hit that like button, smash it like Hulk smashes everything. And if you're watching this on the replay, please hit that hype button. Hype it up for me. I'm Blue. This has been the news. And remember, if a dog pees on your pictures, just rain in the multiverse. Appreciate y'all. Y'all ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. And like that there, we are outie 5,000. Yada. Hold on, wait, before I go. So DC has the opportunity to overtake MCU. I think for me, it's because this is a new DCU. I'm excited for the projects. I'm with you. Me and you are here, film. I'm riding with Jimmy Gunn. I fuck with Marvel too, but I need to see the I like competition. If DC can get online the way that I think that they can get online, it'll cause Marvel to be better, and then Marvel will cause DC to be better. And who knows, maybe a third opponent will enter into the fray. Maybe we see some Spawn. Maybe we see, you know what I'm saying, somebody else, a bigger, maybe Invincible. Maybe they do a live action Invincible, get that universe on and popping. Who knows? But I like the competition. Steel sharpens steel. So let's go. Let's go. Yada. Peace.
This concludes today's broadcast from Blues News. We hope you enjoyed tonight's programming and the time we've shared together. Right? Always be about being authentic. Drop like that drop to what it was March, so that we added to the slate on the strength of an exception.
So I think it's confidence. I think that
Blues News is dedicated to bringing you the very best in pop culture, music, and conversation, serving viewers everywhere, every day. On behalf of our staff and crew, we thank you for watching. We'll return tomorrow with more entertainment, insight, and fun for the whole house gang. Good night and good luck.